flesh I asked him to remove. 3 times I pleaded, trying to prove, but he said my grace is enough for you. Thorn in the flesh, his strength comes through. When I'm weak, that's when his power grew. Thorn in the flesh, a different view. 2 Corinthians 12, Paul had a thorn, something that made him feel tattered and torn. He begged the Lord to take it away, but God had something different to say. My grace is sufficient, my power is made perfect in weakness. And Paul thought, is it worth it to boast in my weakness, not how to desert it? The answer was yes, because Christ is the verdict. I got my own thorns, things I battle daily, weaknesses that try to derail me completely, but God's teaching me to see it differently. His strength shows up in my insufficiency. What I thought was a curse is becoming a giver, cause every time I struggle, my eyes lift to the one who sustains me. My soul gets a lift, the thorn remains, but so does it shift the perspective from burden to blessing in disguise. The thorn keep me humble, keep me from the lies that say I'm self-sufficient, no so wise, when really I'm dependent on the one in the skies. Paul had that relation, visions of heaven 14 years prior, back in 2 Corinthians 7. But the thorn kept him grounded, kept him leaving for the kingdom's work, a messenger from heaven, actually a messenger of Satan. Paul would say, a thorn above Adam to keep pride at bay. But even Satan's messenger was using God's way to display his power in Paul's weakest day. Maybe your thorn is chronic pain, mental battles driving you insane, a weakness you can't seem to tame. But listen close, there's no shame in admitting you don't have it together. That's where grace attaches like a feather, like you're powerful in every weather. God's strength and your weakness tethered together, create a testimony bold, worth more than silver or gold. The story of a God who holds his children close when the world is cold. So stop fighting what he hasn't removed, start trusting that his love is proven. The thorn that remains, you're not disapproved, you'll be in shape, strength and improved. Paul learned to boast and isn't fit for me, so that Christ's power could rest on his abilities. The thorn produced humility, not disabilities, a deeper dependence with new sensibilities. I'm learning the same in my journey now. The thorns that remain teach me to bow before the throne. I'm learning how to find strength and weakness, taking a vow to trust the grace that's sufficient for me. The thorn in the flesh is setting me free from self-reliance. Can't you see his power's perfected in my insufficiency? I won't boast in my strength anymore, but in weakness it opened the door for Christ's power to rest on my core. Thorn in the flesh, that's what grace is for, to keep me humble, to keep me pure, to make my dependence on him secure. The thorn is painful, but I'm sure that his grace is the ultimate cure. Thorn in the flesh, it taught me to lean on the grace of God like I've never seen. His power's made perfect where I am weak. Thorn in the flesh, your strength's what I see. No longer fighting, now I'm complete. Thorn in the flesh, surrender is sweet.